So about this monitor that I bought, if you watched the last video, I purchased the small monitor that's right behind me right here, and I'm gonna tell you something. This monitor is absolutely fantastic, and I'm gonna give you the basically the sole reason why. Now, I did talk about this monitor to the fact that I felt like I could plug up any retro system to it, which pretty much you can. You can do the composite S video, component, VGA, even HDMI, and I did the S video and composite thing. And the thing about that is it does look pretty good. It doesn't look bad like you're hooking it up to your big screen, 4K or 1080p monitor, but you could tell that it's just not where it needs to be. So I X'd that out. I had the Saturn on it. I used the PlayStation 1 on it. I even did my NES through composite video. And I tried that. It was okay, but it just not where it needs to be. But for 6th generation consoles, this stuff right here, this GameCube, my PlayStation 2, I have my Dreamcast, my Xbox. I even got the Wii set up right here. But I'm gonna show you my setup in a second, and I'm gonna tell you like these type of monitors. If you do love the 6th generation like I do, I'm a big fan of the original Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Dreamcast era. This thing here is it is exactly what you want. Now, the only knock on it is you can't do light gun games, so there won't be no Time Crisis or, House of the Dead 3 if you have an original Xbox. But you can do House of the Dead if you have a Wii, which is cool. And you can do other light gun games with the Wii. So it's kind of like a balance, but overall with the video quality is amazing. Like I said, I was gonna make some videos on that. I'm still planning on doing it, but I just had to get the setup in first. So I'm gonna give you a little quick rundown of my setup, let you know how it looks, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish up the video. So here's the basic setup I have right here. You see my games up here at the top. I'll talk about those in a second. And right here I have the GameCube, my Wii, my PS2, my Dreamcast. That's my component switcher right there. And at the bottom down there I have my Xbox. Now look at the cords, you know what it is. And I need to put that football sign up as well. Those are my games, my Dreamcast games, and on the top of right there is my Saturn games. Now that's my PC right there that I use for Fightcade. And I know the table's messy, but there's the keyboard, mouse, and that's the Dynex monitor. It's small, but it's fantastic. Also, those are the games that I have. I have those readily available to play whenever, and pretty dope. All right, so you see there, I got it set up pretty neat. And one thing I do like that I got set up as well is my games that are up here. I talked about that at the end of that clip. These games are like games that are readily available to me that I'm going to be playing on the 6th generation. I do have some 7th generation stuff up there too, some PS3 stuff. Like I said, NCAA 14, Madden 25. I am playing those games, but those are on digital on my PS3 and Xbox 360. So I have a physical copy of 25, but not 14, which I may invest in a physical copy of 14 because long story short, I don't think that the college game that's going to come out is going to be as good as we think it is. I think a lot of us is living through nostalgia, but that's a whole nother story. But nevertheless, I love the fact that I got this setup. I mean, I think this is a fantastic setup, even with the HDMI setup. I got my PC set up on there as well. So that's basically my Fightcade PC where I want to play on the Fightcade app, which I think is a phenomenal app. I'm probably going to put some other arcade emulators on there as well. So if I want to play like some spaceship shooters or the arcade version of certain games, I will do that. But I think most of the stuff that I have already, I'm pretty content, especially with the 6th generation. And I think that's gonna be like my little 6th generation, hub to play, those type of games in that era. Like I said, the output is fantastic. I love the way it shows off 480i, 480p, and all the other stuff. Another thing I didn't say, I did try some PlayStation 1 games on my PS2 through component, and unfortunately it doesn't show 243. It doesn't show 240p through component, so I could not play any PS1 games on my PS2 unless if I go down to S video or whatever, which I did use my PlayStation 1 on it, and it looks okay, but I'm not really. I'd rather just go ahead and put it on my CRT over there. I'd rather just use that, which I will talk about that in a second. But all in all, these monitors you could probably find at a thrift shop. I got this one for $20. it was an amazing purchase. I'm so glad I got it. Like, no joke. These are the monitors that I've been wanting for a while now. I did have a PC CRT, which just strictly did VGA, and 480i was out of the question. You couldn't get 480i out of it. It doesn't do interlace. But with this, it throw anything you throw at it through the 6th generation outside of, like I said, 240p games, you're not really going to get that image. Like I said, you can't even do 240p through VGA. So strictly, I got mostly all component VGA HDMI on here. I may, like, every now and then, if I want to do an S video, game or whatever, like my Saturn or whatever, I may bring it over here to play or whatever, but it's okay, but it's not where it is. Now, before I get out of here, is another thing I purchased I want to show you guys. I think that this is going to be, a pretty neat experiment that I have that's going on with this. You all know about the OSSC. If you guys do retro gaming, how you do like SCART to HDMI and it upscales to a flat screen TV. Well, I'm trying to do the opposite. What I want to do is take all my SCART stuff and put it on a CRT. Now, how do you do that? This thing right here. I bought this off Amazon. I am very excited about this. This is RGS VGA to YPBBR. And if you want to know anything about this, this is basically a SCART. See the SCART right there, to component. And you can also use VGA. There's a VGA right there, which if you do VGA to component, you're basically going to be getting a 480p signal for the most part. So with that being said, it may not work. I know it's not going to work for my CRT. And using component on any other method, just say, for instance, if I wanted to use component on this right here through VGA, it kind of defeats the purpose because it already has a VGA input in it already. But I do like the fact that it has it. But I just don't have any. I don't know where you would use VGA to component. I just don't know a situation where that'll be useful. But I'm glad it's here. But I'm very excited about this. I'm going to put this on my CRT. All the SCART cables I have, I'm going to use that instead of putting it through the OSSC and putting it on my flat screen, which I like the OSSC, but it's kind of weird. But with that being said, it has its quirks with the OSSC. Well, this is more like a straightforward situation. You plug it into the CRT, it's going to give you exactly what you're putting in. So 240p, 480i, or whatever, with those two, you're going to get exactly what you want. So, and it's going to be as clear as day. So I'm really going to be looking forward to putting this together. And this is made by Bitfunks. These are the same people who do the Casio HDMI stuff. So, okay, well, that's different. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But it seems like it's put together with some real good quality. So outside of that, that's all I would say. I'm going to give you a video of that sometime down the road, show you what it looked like on my CRT. I'm also going to give you a little outlook of how the 480p, the component stuff look on here. I may do some composite or S video. I'm not really sure. To be honest with you, it may be a waste of your time if you do that. That's just my opinion, but I may give you an example in the video. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to get up out of here. Be on the lookout for some more videos, especially as talking about the this device right here. I'm really interested in that. I'm going to get up out of here. I think I said enough. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm out. Peace.